Hi, I'm Karen Gedney, and I spent 30 years behind bars in prison in Nevada as a prison doctor. And today I'm at Western Nevada College in this beautiful atrium in the Bristol Cone building. And behind me, you'll see artwork. And today I'm here to really tell you about a fantastic and unique art program that is put together to promote and benefit the higher education in prison program. And it's going to be their first inaugural event, their first fundraiser to raise money for this great program. And it's called Creative Expressions Beyond Bars. And I have to say, as a prison doctor, I saw absolute positive and transformative effect on the inmate population when they had education, and especially higher education, because it really unlocked those doors to give them a view of the world and options they never thought they really had. And they also really gave them self-worth and the skills, so when they left the prison, they were far, far less likely than coming back into the prison, and that's what we really want as a society. And when I look at education, I think about my days when I learned Latin. And education comes from the word educare. And educare means to bring up, to nourish, to train, and then to bring forth. And I don't know if you realize this, but 95% of all the men and women behind bars that are let go, 95% of them are sent out of the prison, and we want them to succeed in the outside world. And education is really one of those keys, so they don't come back into the prison. And today, this exhibit is really inmate art that has been donated by the inmate population at Northern Nevada Correctional Center and Warm Springs Correctional Center, which are on the outskirts of Carson City. And that's where I worked for 30 years and watched these transformative effects, not only on the inside, but when they truly left the prison. And in this particular atrium, you will see work on the walls that are from one inmate by the name of Ismail Santillanes. And I actually donated these 30 works of art by him. And what I want to tell you about Ismail is that he really benefited, not only from the higher education, he benefited from the poetry and creative writing, because that is also a piece of the education that allows them to process emotions in a safe way, which is something that's very difficult in the prison setting. And as I told you, I donated these 30 copies that he did, and it's really what's known as scribble art. And Ismail, as an artist and a published author, poet on the outside, he can do all sorts of artwork. But I'd really like to showcase one of the pieces of art that you might find interesting. This piece is called Moth. And it really has importance to me because Moth was the name of, the nickname of one of the inmates on the yard. And on October, Friday the 13th, in 1989, Moth took me hostage. And that's not what's really important. What's important is Ismail was able to, let's say, really show you sort of the essence of who that was. But the big point for me was that after the incident, it was the cards the inmates sent me. They were handmade, beautiful art on them. They sent me poems. Every time they saw me, they wanted to make sure that I was okay. And it was really the inmates and what they did and their compassion that helped me heal. It was one of the reasons that I stayed 30 years in the prison and also why I really want to still help the inmates. When I retired from the prison, I made the decision that I still wanted to help them, but I didn't know how. And one of the first things I did was write my memoir, which is 30 Years Behind Bars, Trials of a Prison Doctor. And in that book, you will find every piece of artwork in it, because each artwork showcases the chapter, and Isabel Santillanes actually captured the essence of each chapter. He was in the outside world. I wrote to him and said, hey, this is sort of what the chapter's about. You just give me the artistic feeling. And that's what he did. I loved all 30 pieces. They're all in my book. And now I donated them because I really want the college to benefit. And if you're wondering, well, how do I get involved? I'm watching this is interesting. This exhibit, you can come in and walk through Western Nevada College and see this, and I'm going to take you to other parts of their art gallery and show you other artwork. But the big thing is that they have a unique virtual auction, so you don't even have to leave your house. You can ultimately go to the site and the information we give you, look at the virtual auction, look at the art that you might be interested in, and you bid on it. And I feel that if you love education, you believe in it, and you really want to also be part of changing our country from being the mass incarcerated world to affect prison reform in a way so that we're not such an outlier compared to the industrialized world, that we want to prevent, we want to heal on the outside, and when they leave, we want to help them reintegrate. So this is your time. What I want you to do is go to those sites and bid on these art pieces, because they are one of a kind and they are unique, and you can also feel that I am not only doing something for education, which I value, I am doing something for reducing mass incarceration in this country.